Hello. Thank you for joining me today. I'm pretty excited because, I'm going to be watching this video. Here's why you don't mess with the Queen's Guard. I love watching the Queen's Guard just trample over people that are in their way. Scream, go from 0 to 100 like that. I just find it extremely entertaining. So, lucky me. I'm going to be reacting to this video. Haven't seen this one. This guy better get out of the way. Let's watch.
Bye-bye! Get back from the Queen's Guard!
Oh my god, he really pointed the rifle. Holy crap.
Queen's Guard!
I mean, I don't know if those are loaded or
Queen's
what.
Guard is no regular job. We showed you in the last video what it takes to be a Queen's Guard, including how they train and what their duties are. Well, this time
I'm gonna have to watch that.
we're going to show you a bit more, such as what they go through at their positions in Buckingham Palace. Don't even kid yourself into thinking that all that marching, screaming out of commands, and
Now, who's that guy? I have not seen this guy. Man, that is a cool outfit he's got on.
clacking of heels is all an act. They are very serious. If you happen to get in their way, you don't want to know what happens next. Here's why you don't mess with the Queen's Guard. The Queen's Guard cannot allow anyone to get in their way. These guys will literally stomp on you if you don't
I mean, people get in their way. It's just, they're like an unstoppable force.
move.
And you are a movable object.
With the large crowd that usually surrounds the palace, not everyone is lucky enough to hear their warning scream, "Make way for the Queen's Guard."
Make
but still,
way.
you'd think some tourists would listen.
What was that right down there? Is that from one of the horses?
These guys carry loaded guns, and it's part
So when he pointed that, it was
of
loaded.
their duty to carry on their parade, even if someone is in their way, like this woman who seems oblivious to what's happening around her until she suddenly gets
Oh my
whacked from behind
gosh.
and by a member of the Queen's Guard. Better pay attention.
Dude, that guy's a sword. Don't get in his way,
Next
idiots.
time. Everyone who visits Buckingham Palace wants a photo with the Queen's Guard, but you can't expect to get a photo every time. This lucky couple were fortunate enough to be allowed by this soldier to take a photo next to the Queen's Guard. He even asked the woman to stand in a specific spot, but watch this smart guy who tries to get too close to the guard. He keeps irritating the soldier by standing as close as possible for too long until the guard suddenly screams at him to step back.
Get back! Get back!
If you ask me, tourists are a wacky lot. Many of them don't seem
A wacky
to
lot.
understand that Buckingham Palace guards aren't toy soldiers or actors strutting around for show. This guy, laughing like a jackass, thinks it's all a game. The Queen's Guard is carrying out their
Oh,
shift,
no.
but he keeps marching alongside them. The guard may have wanted to get
I mean, the real joke is that you look like you've got a Queen's Guard hat on, bro. Like your hair is literally a Queen's Guard Halloween costume.
to give him a piece of his mind, but the guard retains his composure and keeps on marching while this jerk carries on with his foolishness until he takes things too far and touches the guard on his shoulder.
Get back from the Queen's Guard!
Why would you touch anybody, let alone an armed anybody with a gun? Don't. It's so cringy.
He gets told off so fast it makes his head practically spin. Yes, in case you thought their large hats were synthetic, they're actually 100% bearskin. The royal
No shit. Bearskin?
family orders specially designed hats for all 36 soldiers and 3 officers serving at
Now, how can they even see?
Buckingham Palace. While each cap is really long, around 18 inches to be more precise, it weighs only 1.5 pounds. The skin is imported from cold American and Canadian black bears. This continued practice has riled up some animal rights activists who are
bet.
trying to get the royal family to look for an alternative. With all that parading, marching around, and braving all kinds of weather conditions,
It does seem a hair unnecessary, but I'm sure it's very soft.
you'd think these guys earn quite a fat paycheck, right? Well, they don't really. It's
I honestly wouldn't think they earned a lot of
Quite
money.
a shame, actually, because the work of the Queen's Guard is tedious and they have to deal with all the dumb and ignorant tourists that come to visit the palace. The guards receive a very low pay for their high performance, averaging
High performance. That's a weird word. Very high performance.
around 33,770 pounds per year.
Okay, but I assume, do they get like board and room paid for?
Considering the fact that they have to stand in the sun
Maybe.
for hours and put their lives on the line for the Queen in case she's attacked.
If not, then that is too low.
That's quite low. They do get their meals from Buckingham Palace, though, so that's something, we guess. The Queen's Guard parade
It's definitely something.
doesn't stop for anyone. There have been several instances when people were pushed, whacked, or screamed at to get out of the way. What you should
I'm sure there's been thousands.
never, ever do is stand in front of a Queen's Guard parade. They will not stop.
Oh
for
my
you.
God.
If you happen to be daydreaming or distracted at the time, you're going to be knocked out of the way very rudely. But that's the way.
Now that was rude. That
distracted
was
at the
rude.
time, you're going to be.
I mean, what is she doing? There's clearly a rope here that you're supposed to be on the other side of. She's just like, she looks like that emoji of like a woman. Like, nice photo, nice pose.
Going to be
But this
knocked out of
shove,
the way very rudely.
that was a little
But that's
extreme.
the way it is. The Queen's Guard waits for no one, and these two instances portray that fact perfectly. The Queen's Guard is an exclusive.
This guard, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna be mean. I was gonna say maybe there should be like a, I don't know. But it would be fun to push people out of your way, wouldn't it? As part of your job.
Regiment who only owe their allegiance to the Queen.
It might go to your head a little bit, even. Like some of these guards, I'm sure it goes to their head a little bit. Like they become a little bit arrogant, you know, like.
And no one else. This young lady thought of testing that out only to learn the hard way that she was very, very wrong. She threw her glove across the chain to the guard,
Oh, I've seen this.
thinking that he would pick it up and give it back to her. But he didn't. While it may be chivalrous to hand a lady back her glove, the Queen's Guard don't work for anyone else. They are solely focused on their duty.
It's the weirdest. Like, what in the hell? She threw her glove expecting this guy to pick it up. What?
This
Who
lady
does
lost
that?
her glove, and she only has herself to blame. The Queen's Guard don't just randomly march up and down the grounds of Buckingham Palace. Every battalion is given a distinct location to protect, and they must do so at all costs. The Queen's Guard consists of several battalions, and they rotate their duties annually.
When's the last time one of these guys actually fired off some shots? That's what I want to know. I haven't seen any videos of that.
They will choose locations and duties ranging from standing
Now, what the heck was that?
sentry, guarding the main gates, or marching up and down in a particular location inside or outside the palace grounds. They will also only vacate their post
She's kind of funny.
once their allotted time is up, and not a second sooner, just like you see here. If you thought the Queen's Guard were aggressive, rude, and stiff, you'd be surprised to know that they can be entertaining too. Every once in a while, there
he's
might
flossing.
be a special tourist who can even make these well-trained guards let loose and laugh. Then there's this guard who showed off his cool Michael Jackson move while on duty. Who knew the Queen's Guards would have such sweet dance moves? The Queen's Guard is considered one of the most important jobs in England, and unsurprisingly, it's also one of the most disciplined too. Through these videos, you have seen what
Are they They're military, right? I guess that's an aspect to it that I don't know. Like, are these not military guys?
the guards have to put up with on a daily basis. Come sun, rain, hail, or snow, a member of the Queen's Guard will never abandon his post because it's his duty to remain there as long as he is assigned. It's a tough job and tourists make it worse, but someone needs to do it. Do you think you could make it as a member of the Queen's Guard and put up with all the loonies?
The thing is, you don't have to put up with them. You get to freaking walk and stampede all over them. So, yeah, I think I could. I don't know. I might be too nice. I might not. If it was like a little kid, I don't think I would, like, shove them out of the way. Maybe I would. Once it got to my head a little bit. Anyway, as always, those are always fun to watch. And I hope you had a good time. And I hope maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here. Yeah, so subscribe if you want to. Goodbye.